from Mercedes-Benz Stadium in Atlanta, Georgia. It's a special New Year's Day edition of the NFL on EA Sports. We'll see Kirk Cousins and the Atlanta Falcons versus Jalen Hurts and the Cleveland Browns.
First opened in 2017, there's a look at the beautiful state-of-the-art Mercedes-Benz Stadium here in Atlanta, GA. A moment ago, here was the scene. The Falcons coming out from their tunnel to the roar of all the folks here in Atlanta. We're ready for football as these Falcons get set to match up with the Cleveland Browns. Hello again, everyone. Brandon Gaudin along with Charles Davis. And Charles, we take a look at this Falcons team as they interplay. They were winners last time out, so they'll be looking, Charles, to make it 2 in a row.
And what I enjoyed when I watched their game tape and their victory last week is they put it together in every phase. Good offense, good defense, and some key plays on special teams. Let's see if they can get that second win in a row.
No run back here on the opening kickoff as we'll start at the 25. So here come the Falcons now to get the football for the first time. Leading them out is their 6'2 quarterback who was a 4th-round pick back in 2012, Kirk Cousins.
When I was watching film this week, I had to write a note to myself. 3 touchdown passes in an NFL game deserves respect, not ho-hum just because they throw it around all the time, and he got his respect. NFC Offensive Player of the Week.
Yeah, it's the ultimate vote of confidence from a week ago. Hey, look, he was great, not his best game ever, but obviously was very good to garner that award. All the talk this week, though, was about let's take that forward now. The first carry now for Tony Pollard. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. A big pickup there on the run.
When you see a big-time run to the outside, it always comes back to setting the edge, doesn't it?
Absolutely, and they were perfect in setting the edge there.
And the funny part is, both sides of the ball talk about it. The offense has to set the edge so they can get outside. The defense wants to set the edge to control things so they can kick the run back inside.
Offense wins there.
Offense won big.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll run left with Pollard. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6. The rushing numbers for Pollard last week. 14 carries and even 60 yards and a touchdown.
And when you put the ball in the end zone 13 times on the season, one thing is apparent. You didn't do it all on your own. Offensive line is creating some nice space for you, and you're probably getting some good blocks downfield from your wide receivers.
I see an extra defensive back on the field. Little surprise here on 3rd and 1. From the shotgun, it's Cousins. Slant to Adams. And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 13-yard line. Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter. From the red zone now, Cousins. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he takes it inside the 10 to the 8 before he's out of bounds. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down. Throwing, Cousins. And that is knocked away in the middle of the field and incomplete.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored. You give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around, he'll be hit and taken down at the 21. Von Miller, what a season he continues to have. His 15th sack of the campaign. And Gold is able to put it through. And the Falcons are out to a 3-0 advantage. They moved the ball pretty well there on the opening drive. You think they're okay settling for 3?
I don't think they're happy about settling for 3, but I think you're exactly right with the word okay because they threw it well, they ran it well. Excellent balance for the first drive of the game.
Running room at the 50. Look out. There he goes left side. He will score. Touchdown, Cleveland.
If you didn't know it, it won't surprise you to find out that this team leads the league in scoring. They've been a quick strike team all season long. There's another example. They did it again. This offensive coordinator, right now you can write his ticket towards being a head coach. He's advanced in the ways of offense.
Tucker with the extra point, and that makes it a 7-3 lead. Well, we talk a lot about explosive plays on offense. How about an explosive play on special teams? Certainly one there on the kick return for a touchdown. So let's try this again. After the kick return TD, here's yet another kickoff. And we will not see an attempt to match that return touchdown, as this will be a touchback and bring it out to the 25. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And they had a long drive last time, but they had to settle for a field goal, and I'm sure that's how it felt to them, settling. They probably should have gotten in the end zone.
Yeah, not all now joy, right? Because that's what you get when you put the ball in the end zone. But there are benefits to that type of a long drive. Your defense gets a chance to take a break, adjust a little bit, maybe get themselves ready to get back out on the field and play a little bit better. So they'll take the benefit even though they wanted the 6 points.
And maybe wore down the other defense. We'll see. On third down, Cousins. And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there, and now fourth down. Anger is on to punt, and he gets this one away. Returnable for Lockett. A tremendous return there, 39 yards. And the Browns have a short field in front of them now as they take over 1st and 10. So now you've got their offense coming out for the first time with great initial field position. They'll be led out by a Heisman runner-up during his college days. It's the versatile Jalen Hurts.
And he just continues to throw touchdown pass after touchdown pass, leading the league here down the final stretch of the year. Guys will say that the numbers and the rankings, they don't matter to him very much, but I don't know how much I actually believe that. Sure, he's team first, but I think everyone would like to see him finish #1, including himself.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away. So, Charles, for this offense, we've been talking all year about how difficult it would be to run the table. And you gave me your chances early in the year. You thought maybe 25%. A few weeks ago, you thought closer to 50, but not quite 50. Now here they are, 15-0. This is happening, isn't it?
I think it is, Brandon, because I do believe this team is too invested, too well coached to fall asleep at the switch now. And I think it ultimately benefits them to stay engaged all the way through the season because make it to the finish line, then they get the open week to refresh and re-energize. But if you get off the gas now, that can really hurt you come playoff time.
And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. After one, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. On play action, they'll throw. He's going to go up top for the end zone. And this one is incomplete. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. He'll drop to throw. Being chased out left. That's going to be caught. And so close, he gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. We'll check on his status when we get back. And this will result in him losing yardage back to the 3. Now we've got whistles, and the man slow to get up here is Jones. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. On 2nd and goal, Hurts dancing to his left. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down. McCaffrey. And he goes backwards on this one. Losing yardage to the 7. The offense stays out there. A big challenge here from this far back, but they're going for it on 4th and goal. Off the play fake, here's Hurts. Rolling to his left. And this is caught. Touchdown, Cleveland. Tyler Lockett, his 14th touchdown now on the year. And the Browns add on to their lead. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and that pushes the lead up to 11. That time a 9-play drive, and it's capped off by the Browns touchdown. And this will be a touchback. Berrios deciding not to bring it out. Here are the Falcons as their offense heads back onto the field. Their deficit is 11, 14-3, and needing to get something going here as they come up on 1st and 10. So the drive's going to start with Pollard. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34. The previous run good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard. To throw is Cousins. That's complete to the fullback, Ricard.
It's pretty easy to overlook the fullback when you're making your assignments defensively in the pass coverage game, but in this case, they made him pay for that oversight and picks up a nice gain.
And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Now Cousins. Going for Hilton, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Bobby McCain. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Browns defense has a touchdown. Now Tucker to add the PAT. And it's 21-3. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. And this will be a touchback. Berrios deciding not to bring it out. A look at the running back, the man out of the backfield as he gears up to go again. He's been good. They've utilized him well, but they're losing here in the 2nd quarter. What might they change offensively?
I think that what you try and do is expand how you get the ball to him a little bit. Get him out in open space, maybe swing the ball to him. What's that they used to call it in the West Coast offense, the long handoff? Serve as your running play that way, as well as continue to feed him the football. Some of these runs now may pop bigger later in the game because of the effects of running it. Sometimes people, after a while, they don't want to tackle him anymore, or they get tired, or they get out of position, or he runs through tackles. Continue to feed him the ball. He's having that kind of game.
Yeah, might they get him the ball in some space in some different ways here. So the first down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12. Here's Cousins. It's complete here to T.Y. Hilton.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
And he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
2nd and 10. Cousins. This is caught by Hilton. And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 33. Cousins to throw it. He goes right back the way of Hilton. That catch good for only a couple. 2nd down and 8. Cousins again. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Adams. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. He'll be hit and taken down at the 21. The Falcons going to use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. To try again after the sack. Cousins, he finds his man, complete. It's Day. So the completion results there in 9 yards, and it'll be 3rd down. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half. And for the Browns, a nickel set here on 3rd down. Working out of the gun, Cousins. He's got his tight end over the middle. T.J. Hockenson. Touchdown, Falcons! T.J. Hockenson, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Falcons get a late score here in the final minute of the first half. Gold with the extra point, and that'll make this now an 11-point deficit. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Taken in at the 3. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. The Browns drive about to get started. And with a 2-score lead already, they may just look to get this thing to the locker room. Man open, that's Deebo Samuel. Now the Browns signal for the second of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Play action. Here's Hurts. Eluding the pressure right. On the run, he'll let it go deep. Right sideline. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. And you see the clock almost empty, so this is likely the last play in the second quarter. Here's the backup now, the former Badger, Melvin Gordon. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. Now Justin Tucker. He has hit from 61 in his career, so he has the leg for this. This to equal Matt Prater's record. It's a 64-yard attempt. So we've come upon halftime here in Week 17. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. We'll get back to you and Charles in a minute. But first, time to give the folks at home a look at what's going on around the NFL. We'll begin with, let's call it a testy-est rivalry in the NFL today. Cincinnati playing host to Pittsburgh in the AFC North. And it's the Bengals who have the lead in the second quarter. Mac Jones with a couple of touchdown passes. From there, we head over to MetLife Stadium to check in on the Jets. And you can see there, it's the visiting LA Rams who have the lead in that one. The Rams looking to sew that one up, and they look to be in pretty good shape. Finally, let's get right to the center of the U.S. map and check in on the Chiefs at home in Kansas City. And they were victorious in that one over the visiting Baltimore Ravens. Deshaun Watson leading the way as his guys pick up win number 14 on the year. Meanwhile, in our game, it's been a back-and-forth first half. Who can put it together in the second half? For the answer, we turn it back over to our broadcast team of Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, thanks very much. Fine work as always as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. The final 2 quarters of the NFL regular season are upon us as the second half of Week 17 is underway. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. The Browns offense getting set to go to work here to start the third. Starting the second half with a run by McCaffrey. And he's going to get about 7 yards on that one, up to around the 33. On a man down, and it's Sanders. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
Taking a shot for Samuel. And it looked like he got the feet down, did he? Yes, it's a catch. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Deebo Samuel, touchdown number 18 on the year. And the Browns are going to tack on to their advantage. Tucker with the extra point, and the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And this will be a touchback. Berrios deciding not to bring it out. Falcons offense making their way onto the field. Let's take a look at the playoff picture coming into the weekend in the NFC. And with the final fortnight of games upon us, teams jockeying for position. Some of these games really starting to take enormous importance as they always do this time of year.
I like how you use fortnight.
Yeah, you're impressed, aren't you?
I am impressed. That means 2 weeks, if I'm not mistaken, correct?
That does.
But how about exactly what you're talking about? Going down the stretch, how much importance is placed on these games? Look, everyone talks about every game's important. When you get to this time of year, maybe that importance gets quadrupled. And that's where we are right now to see who can make their last run, their last push to get into the playoffs.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Now Cousins. Found his target. It's Anderson. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled.
Well, we talk all the time about playing situational football. Right now, I think the scoreboard is dictating what they need to do. Where they are in this game, they've got to push the ball downfield, take their shots, try and get big chunks of yardage in a short amount of time. That was a nice play there.
On 2nd down, it's Day. And he's going to take this down close to a 1st down at the Browns' 44. They'll keep it on the ground. Day. And he's going to have the 1st down at about the 38.
Well, partner, what do you think? Might have been 4-down territory if they didn't pick it up, but...
Yeah, it's a moot point now. I was curious, so if they didn't get it there, would they have gone for it? I guess we'll never know.
Yeah, we didn't have to make that call, but I have a feeling both of us would have said, go for it.
1st down. Here's Cousins. Catch is made by Hockenson, the tight end. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Cousins. Over the middle, complete. That's Anderson. 5 yards on 1st down, but now just a 1-yard pickup there on 2nd. This will be the 8th play of the drive here. 3rd and 4. Throwing is Cousins. He's got it to Hilton. And he is going to have a Falcons 1st down. He needed 5. He got it barely, as it will officially go down as a gain of 5 yards. Cousins on first down. Open man, he's got him, the tight end Hockenson. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And that's complete to Adams. And the Falcons are going to be set up with a 1st and goal coming up as they get him down at the 6-yard line. It'll be 1st and goal when we come back. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. To throw, Cousins. And a dangerous throw there as that's knocked down and incomplete. They come up here with another shot from the 6-yard line, and it's 2nd and goal now. Again, it's Cousins. And this is caught for a Falcon touchdown. Robbie Anderson hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Falcons have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. Gold able to tack on the extra point, and the lead will be cut down to 14. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Taken in at the 3. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Browns drive about to get started. Now, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking 1st downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, 1st downs, they can't touch the ball.
To throw again on 2nd down. Hurts, flush to his right. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds.
That was an excellent job of recognizing the situation. His first read wasn't there. Heck, his second read wasn't there. But he bought himself a little extra time scrambling out of the pocket, got to the sticks, and picked up the 1st down.
They'll throw on 1st down with Hurts. Forced out to his left. Now he'll square up and throw deep left sideline. And that is incomplete. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Travis Kelce, the Pro Bowl tight end, the intended target. And that'll bring up 2nd down. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield.
Partner, I like that they're staying aggressive on offense because to me, this drive is what is known as a put-away drive. You score here, that might put this one to bed. I like the fact that they're playing with confidence and not playing with fear.
And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete. So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. Throwing is Hurts. And just 1 yard here from the 49 to the 50.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it.
There he goes, right side. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Deebo Samuel with his 19th touchdown, his 2nd of the game. And the Browns are closing in on that 16-0 record as they add on to their lead. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Charles, this one not over, certainly, but you set the magic number earlier in this game at 20 points, said that they would need to hold them right around that marker under it. What are you seeing here?
Well, that number is still in play because we said, okay, 20 or under gives them a chance to win. Right on pace for being in that range. And guess what? They've got a shot.
He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. From the gun, here's Cousins. On the right side, it's Hilton with a catch. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A first down throw for Cousins. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone. Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. That'll leave him with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
Good, sure hands there from a guy not accustomed to catching a whole lot of passes. But how about the way he was able to pull that one in and pick up good yardage?
Cousins now from the 50. Looking deep for Hilton. And this is caught on the sideline. Are the feet in? They are. What a catch. And yes, they want the points, so they will decline the penalty. No question there.
You don't think they spent a couple of seconds mulling over what the penalty
I don't even know why they asked the sideline.
Not at all. When you put the ball in the end zone on a takeaway, take the points and keep moving.
Gold with the extra point, and the lead will be cut down to 14. 2 scores down, 3 timeouts left. Still a chance if they can somehow get this one back. And the Browns are able to cover this one up. Well, 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
So the Browns in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And the scoreboard on their side, they're just looking to melt away these final couple of minutes and put this one in the left-hand column. He lets it fly from Lockett. He's got a man complete. And he will finally be taken out of bounds. Now after the running play, we've got a man down on the field. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage, back at the 6. 2nd and goal from the 6 this time. That one looks like he'll throw here. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
And that's a nice job there because you've got to play the ball, not the man when in coverage. That'll keep you away from a lot of needless penalties, and he's able to knock that one away.
Buying time to his left. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes inbounds. The Falcons going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. They're going on 4th down with Hurts. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. He had 3 touchdowns already, but won't get a 4th here. And the Falcons able to muster together a goal line stand. Back near the goal line, Cousins. Pass complete, it's Hockenson. But that's not going to help the cause as he stops short of the 10. A gain of 6 there on 1st. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete. Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. Cousins. He's got his man, T.J. Hockenson. 1st down now, but the clock continues to move. To the air again, it's Cousins. This is Anderson. A gain of 6 there on 1st. Cousins trying to get his guys up to the line of scrimmage quickly. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And this is picked up by the Browns. And first and goal is what it will be at the 6-yard line. Excellent field position.
Well, that drive wasn't a case of wanting to put points on the board. It was needing having to, and they didn't get it done.
Yeah, didn't get it done, and now you look at the situation and the point. And that's going to be caught for a Browns touchdown. Travis Kelce, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Browns take advantage of field position on the turnover to cash this one in. Tucker with the extra point, and the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And this will be a touchback. Berrios deciding not to bring it out. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
That's all that's left, because victory, not a chance now. And I can't wait to see how they actually go about doing it, because there are a lot of people watching the body language of the guys on the field now, and if they call plays they want executed, they need to do that and do it really well. Otherwise, there could be repercussions.
We'll see how they handle the waning moments of this one. Falcons going to use their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with an even 20 seconds left to go. Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call. Maybe a frustration penalty there because he's picked them apart.
They've tried their best to get to him and haven't done it successfully. A penalty as a result of that hit there.
On 1st and 10, Cousins. That'll be incomplete as the clock will stop with 14 seconds remaining. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense are just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them, because just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they've blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. And we've got a timeout. 9 seconds remaining. They'll throw again. Cousins. Oh, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going. Here's Brian Anger now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for Cleveland, they're a win away now from running the table here in the regular season. They moved to 16-0 on the year. So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. Till next time, we say so long from Atlanta.
Come and get me.